Barnum Brown, born in 1873, was lucky to live during an unprecedented age of scientific discovery. By this time, most scientists accepted Darwin's theory of evolution as fact. But not everyone did. Some folks disagreed. And as the arguments raged, scientists kept discovering the stony remains of ancient, remarkable dinosaurs. Barnum Brown introduces himself. Some folks said I was lucky, or had X-ray vision, or great wits to escape every storm. But lucky I am, not the way that you think. It's the luck that I got when I was born. For the time and the place, the late 1800s, and for me in that very location, with pioneer parents in Carbondale, Kansas, I developed my unique vocation. Barnum! Barnum! Barnum, come home! He's a good boy, but he sure likes to roam. He's a smart one, does his chores. I don't mind when he's out the back door. Says there's some treasure to find. By the hand I'd walk with mom or dad, not more than 5 years old. I would help them hold the can. We'd collect some coal. On the ground, stone mollusks piqued curiosity. For how could I find seashells when I'd never seen the sea? Oh no. I was only 5 years old and certainly did not know about you fellows yet. Get back underground. You've been hiding for over 66 million years. You can wait a few minutes longer. So the first extra luck were those fossilized shells. The second, living in Darwin's own time. The third, at 16, Pa took me camping out west, and living for 4 months outdoors is sublime. Barnum! Barnum, your dinner's getting cold. Can you hear me, child? Mom, I'm a young man now. Going to college next, Mom. Love you. In college, I developed a predilection to study geology and paleontology. That's life buried in stones. And the recent discovery of dinosaur bones. Okay, I see you now. Terrifying giants. Meat eaters and plant eaters. Some flying, some floating. Running on 2s or 4s. Chasing or being chased. I see you slashing with teeth. Grasping your prey. Enormous feet traipsing through the mud. I see you caught in tar traps, escaping death, succumbing to death. I see you now, covered with mud, turned to stone, submerged, hidden for thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of years. And sometimes, just sometimes found, come on guys, there's a new big game hunter in town. It's me, Barnum Brown. Dinosaurs, of course, are very, very old. Ancient humans must have always found fossil bones and wondered. Giants and dragons abound. We know this, because look what we found. A tibia, a femur, gargantuan. I think I will hang it in my front salon. Giants and dragons abound. Monsters must lie in the deep. It's quiet here, just when they sleep. Loch Ness is the lake, and the Jeep is its home. It's alive, and you'll see it when you're out alone. Monsters must lie in the deep. You can see this strange thing as a stone. I think it's a magic wand or a wishbone. Mine is a seashell I found on a hill. Mine is the claw, the booze and kill. You can see this strange thing as a stone. Dinosaur bones, when scientists uncover them, can look like the remains of a carnivore's birthday party. Steps in the muck he got. Behold the dinosaur. It set science on its ear. Evolution, the bone rush. Darwin's theory of common descent was being tested by deep and deeper digging, layers of discovery. Behold the dinosaur and its unlucky hour. How big, how heavy? Did it fly or run? Feather or scale? Dragging a tail? The dinosaur's lament. It's very quiet when you can't make a sound. It's very still when you're stuck on your ground. Can't cough or sneeze. Oh, Barnum, please find me now. I might seem weak, I might look tame, but anyone who knows us knows we were ferocious. Now I'm in pieces, I can't make a stand unless you lend me a hand. Nothing can change my situation, I'm here for eternity. But now I'm breathless with anticipation that someone would believe in me. Oh yes, I'm old, I'm not very withered, but these bones will make a very fine exhibit. Oh, Barnum, please find me now. I'm crushed underground. Nothing can change my situation. I'm here for eternity. But now I'm breathless with anticipation that someone would believe in me. Oh yes, I'm old, I'm not very willing, but these bones will make a very fine exhibit. Oh Barnum, please find me now. I'm crushed underground. I promise to a stand. Oh, please find me now. Back in the American West, it's the 4th of July. Friends, family, and the joy of eating homemade ice cream. Turn that crank and don't daydream. The party is waiting for the cold ice cream. It's the neatest gadget you've ever seen. The hand crank maker of your fresh ice cream. Put in the ice, put in the cream, and salt and sugar of vanilla bean. Every 4th of July, beauty queen knows there ain't nothing better than your fresh ice cream. I spent many summers out west. It's the prime time for dinosaur excavation, considering the 3 seasons of Montana: summer, August, and winter. And oh, the people in Montana, they were just so friendly. It's summer in Montana, and we're checking all our lists. What hospitality we'll show to those geologists. hanging out Old Glory and cooking up some pie, 'cause it's 1902, 4th of July. Make no mistake, we have tedious routines, no help from electricity or modern day machines. But we take a break to live it up every once in a while, to prove that we are fun and versatile. On July 4th, the women wear their best frocks or gowns, 'cause today's the day the cowboys will come to town. They're roasting beef and chicken, baking loaves of fragrant bread, fresh berries and pickles on the picnic spread. With cakes and pies, they sweeten that home cowboy's desire. And when evening comes, there's beer drunk by the fire. Folks lift their fiddles and guitars and join in song, and there's lively dancing all night long. Oh, those 4th of Julys. We had a plan and provisions and the bulk of summer discoveries ahead of us. It was just about my favorite time of year, and I always brought a pair of dancing shoes along for the occasion. But the best summer ever was when I brought my new bride, Marion, out west on our honeymoon. This morning I saw a yellow-headed blackbird, a gorgeous fellow. He flew down near us, twice more at that spot. I've seen him running after some bugs. A different blackbird, smaller, with a white wing. The female is brown, and oh, you should hear the male sing. But he sings only when on the wing. I'll never forget how you courted me. Our eyes met and hearts interlocked. On that cold winter day when you married me, I came in white slippers protected by fuzzy red socks. I was a student devoted to biology class, steadfast, worked for 2 college degrees, and I passed. Your stories of fieldwork had left me entranced, and of course you could dance. You waltzed me out west, the best year of my life. We slept in our tent. I caught you fresh fish on a safety pin. Remember sunrise on the Grand Canyon Rim? I'll never forget how you courted me. Our eyes met and hearts interlocked. On that cold winter day when you married me, I came in white slippers protected by fuzzy red socks. Marion, the love of my life, died suddenly of scarlet fever in 1910. Each morning comes and I think of her. I see the blackbird fly. Yes, dear, I still sing my song. Knowing where I belong, I sing only when on the wing. I'll never forget how I courted her. Our eyes met and hearts interlocked. On that cold winter day when we married, she nearly forgot to take off those fuzzy red socks. The Wild West was full of shady characters who could not stand the spotlight of civilization. Let's talk about time, it's 1869. By horses and bikes people rode. An amazing link, east and west crossed a brink in the transcontinental railroad. New York City was fine, Central Park was divine. You could live polite life with the best. But a need was fulfilled for those Buffalo Bills to find freedom and land, more land in the West. Home, home on the range, in remote and untamed terrain. Opportunity flowed, wagons carried the load, and our ancestors rarely complained. Railroad cars upon the track take you there and bring you back. Cowboy pockets weren't with it till Levi Strauss did add a rivet. Cowboy heads were cold and flat till Mr. Stetson made felt fur hats. Buffalo were put to test when railroad tracks were laid out west, killed for food and home terrain, for nothing should slow down the train with riches vast in soil and trees and animals, new menageries, minerals, coal, silver, gold, for pioneers whose hearts were bold. Here they come, explorers. Here they come, cowboys. Here they come, pioneers. Here they come, railroad engineers. Here they come, painters, photographers. Here they come, oh, prospectors. Some folks noticed while doing their chores. Bones they found. No, not horse. No, not buffalo. Stony bones from long ago. Bones, them bones of dinosaurs. The land isn't flat, there is much more than that. On mountains or ravines, pitch your tent. You can join in the dig to find bones very big. If you only study your sediments, you might place a bet that the West once was what? A landmass all covered with bronze. The continents flowed in an adagio, and this happened in geologic time. Bones, bones on the range, in remote and untamed terrain. Opportunity flowed, wagons carried the load, and geologists, paleontologists rarely complain. Hear that clippity-clop, see that weathered out crop. We might just find a triceratop. In which Barnum Brown tells the story of how he found the first Tyrannosaurus rex, the tyrant king of the lizards. We start in New York with a long way to go. Pack our rugged clothes, change after Chicago. No shade trees, only grass for company. Hope our wagon won't break down, cause it's 30 miles to the nearest town. We pass Jordan, Montana, stop at the Hell Creek Precipice. As far as the eye can see, I imagine Cretaceous. The sides look like layer cake, yellow, green, brown, gray, and black. Sediments caught where a river once burst, and a dinosaur might slake his thirst. Yes, in the 02 and 04 expeditions to Montana, we'd uncovered the dino find of the century, the very first Tyrannosaurus rex. It had a 4-foot-long skull, jaws studded with 6-inch serrated teeth. Pelvis weighed over 4,000 pounds. It took 4 horses to haul it in the wagon. Distantly related to crocodiles, lizards, and birds, T-Rex was swift, powerful, and could easily destroy any contemporary creature. 18 feet tall, 45 feet long, T-Rex now stands at the American Museum of Natural History in New York City. In silt and sand, dinosaurs roam the land. Imaginations mesmerize. Scientists hypothesize about oversized, bony prize, categorize, newspapers publicize, children fantasize, terrorized, paralyzed, newspapers publicize. Whoa! Monster creature discovered millions of years old. Extra, extra, read all about it. Barnum Brown continued to travel the world over the next 2 decades, collecting fossil bones. In 1925, he noticed in the newspaper that an acquaintance of his named William Jennings Bryan was in a tricky situation. Mr. Bryan was prosecuting John Scopes for having taught evolution in the public school in Tennessee. The Scopes trial. In 1925, 1925, a trial was broadcast across the land. Clarence Darrow for defense, William Jennings Bryan in the stand. The arguments were electrified, the public did the sight. Comprehension slowly grows, and that's all right. Some folks think that animals are very unrefined. Toward Darwin's theory of common descent, they remain disinclined. You can make a law and break a law to protect the humankind. Comprehension slowly grows, and that's all right. Surely Barnum Brown was following the Scopes trial sensation, listening to each argument, considering implication. As a scientist, we imagine that he remained resolute and might have agreed with Dudley Malone that there's never a duel with the truth. The jury called Scopes guilty after 9 minutes of debate. The laws in Tennessee stood firm, no science could liberate. All this was on the radio, the case was watertight. Sometimes laws change very slowly, that's all right. At about the same time, Barnum Brown fell in love once more. Her name was Miss Lillian McLaughlin of New York City. A debutante, an aristocrat, a budding writer. I knew that I was destined to marry a man of renown. I chased that man from Cairo, Istanbul, Calcutta. What a town. I married Barnum Brown. He dug those bones. I kept his home. Okay, it was just intent, but I swept a lot. We traveled the world, my life unfurled. I married Barnum Brown. In wilderness and foreign land, finding dinosaurs was grand, their bones on weathered creeks or desert floors. Imagine floods, meteors, close your eyes and hear them roar. I married a dinosaur. Great danger, fun time, mosquitoes, fine wine. Imagine floods and meteors. Close your eyes and hear them roar. I married a dinosaur. Barnum Brown worked for the American Museum of Natural History for 66 years. He died in 1963, 1 week before his 90th birthday. 4 years later, the Tennessee law forbidding teaching evolution in public schools was repealed. And what happened to the dinosaurs? Sorry, guys.